I am prepared to ruffle some feathers today, and it's not my intention ever to ruffle feathers and cause any offense, but I'm prepared to walk some ground that I know has a sense of controversy around it. Before we dive into that, hey, my name is Kayleigh. I create Christian wellness content here on YouTube, and I am a Christian life coach. Let's get into this. So we are concluding a 4-part series on healthy femininity. In just about 2 years' time, we have seen this crazy intense movement in trends online of going from this girl to that woman. Most of us can absolutely conjure up an idea in our mind of what a this girl is. A lot of it was the clean girl aesthetic, smoothies, green juices, working out, a lot of self-care, leveling up, self-development, these kinds of things. That quickly evolved into what is called that woman. A woman who is that woman has consistent routine. She's productive, she's got vision, she's ambitious, she's goal-oriented, she's able to produce action instead of get stuck in procrastination. She's healthy, she's fit, she's going for it. She is a woman with depth and culture, and on the surface, that looks amazing. But I started to ask myself, what's beyond that? And rather, what is the foundation of that? If I'm getting up every day at 5 a.m. and doing my 5 to 9 before the 9 to 5 and I have all these routines and all this self-care and all this reflection, well, I've done that, okay? I went on a huge healing journey in my 20s where I went to other countries and was trying to figure out who I was. I have done that. When there is no foundation of truth within it, it's a spinning cycle of never-ending labor in figuring out who you are. Healing and self-discovery is a never-ending journey. However, there is a truth that there needs to be a foundational level of who are you in tandem to who God is. All of the identity that you build upon other things that are not foundationed on Christ is identity that is rocky. As soon as the storm hits it, that's a house built on sand. It's falling down. In addition to this huge that woman movement, there's also so much femininity content on the internet. People are trying to be feminine. And I say people because it's not always just women who are trying to be feminine. And it's at a point where there are so many videos, like I can't even put a number to it. I think to say dozens is not an exaggeration enough. Maybe hundreds of videos teaching women how to activate their dark femininity and manifest anything they want. And so femininity itself is turning into an idol. People are so obsessed with femininity that femininity is becoming the target. That is why in my Healing Your Femininity videos and having healthy femininity, I made it clear to say that your femininity flows when you are a healthy woman. It is an intrinsic quality of being a woman that you have femininity. And a woman who is in a healthy state, mind, body, soul, is able to let that femininity flow because it's not blocked by negative emotions such as bitterness, hatred, envy, shame, grief, these things we suffer when we're not healthy because of things that have happened, things that have been passed down to us, or because of things we even inflict upon ourselves. Our femininity is not the target. Femininity flows when we're healthy. Your identity is not rooted in femininity, it's rooted in Christ. When Christ is active in a man's life or a woman's life, they will naturally begin to heal and naturally begin to flow healthy femininity or healthy masculinity. We are putting so much emphasis on how we look, what we're wearing, how we're showing up, all these things that have nothing to do with the foundations of character transformation in the Lord. If you go back and you watch the videos that I made, you know that I'm talking from a place of, I used to not have much femininity, and of course I want to be more feminine. But I recognized that my femininity was healing the more I focused on Christ. The figure that comes up into my mind is Deborah. So many people know about Deborah, and she's in the book of Judges, and she was a prophet, and she was a leader. Do we really think that Deborah was thinking about her femininity when she was acting as a woman of God? Or was it just intrinsic that she was feminine because she was a woman? It was intrinsic. It's not something she has to cultivate and craft with excessive care. Not a single YouTube video that I watched about femininity made the impact that healing in Christ and becoming grounded in my identity in Him has made. So when I say beyond that woman, I mean, what is the point of these huge, crazy routines, all of this money invested in all these products, all of this time and care invested into manicures and hairstyles and makeup? What is the point of it all if we don't have a grounded identity beyond that? If all of it was stripped away from you, would you still be able to stand on your 2 feet and know who you are? If everything was taken away, everything that shows the signs of who you are, if all of that was taken away, is your identity grounded or not? I know I'm being a bit intense. I know I'm being a bit aggressive with this. So if you have been watching these videos wanting to heal your femininity, I applaud you. Good job. Good job. Anytime we're making an effort about wanting to heal something within us, good job. That's awesome. Understand that you can go too far. You can make it into an obsession. It can turn into something that becomes more important to you than your actual truth of having an identity in Christ. He calls you daughter. He calls you mine. He loves you. His love for you outshines anything that's wrong with you, right? Anything that needs healing, anything that needs improving, anything that needs refining, his love outshines it because there is grace. In the book of Galatians chapter 5, verse 22, I think, it gives us the list of the fruit of the Spirit. Something that really stands out to me is that the fruit of the Spirit is the same regardless of gender. It is the same for men and the same for women. Love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, goodness, faith, self-control. The fruit is the same per gender. It's not that the fruit of the Spirit is that a woman can cook a good meal and a man can hunt. Come on! This gender tension and all of this stuff about gender, this is an earthly thing. That doesn't mean we abandon it, for it is God's design that he created them male and female. But we need to understand the reality here, which is that we need to have our identity grounded on Christ, and that he produces the fruit within us, that we can water and we can plant, meaning we can try, we can work, we can labor, but he gives the increase. Everything you're trying to do, my friend, I encourage you, turn it over to Christ. Everything you're trying to heal, everything you're trying to figure it out, every mindset you're trying to solve, every problem, every pattern, every habit, every self-destructive nature you've got, everything that's going on, anything you're trying to learn, anything you're trying to be, anything you're trying to do, hand it over to Christ. So going beyond being that woman is understanding the value you have in Christ and that you have purpose and identity beyond your daily routines, beyond your self-development. Self-development isn't even the ultimate goal because you can't develop anything better than Christ. It's not self-development. It's character transformation in the Lord. It's his refining. So take these weights off. This video concludes my femininity series that I have done. I am so excited to see where the Spirit is going to lead me next week for the video that I will be making for you. I have appreciated your time so much, and please drop a comment below if you have anything to share, a word of encouragement, a word of let's chat about this, anything at all. My name is Kayleigh, and I appreciate you. I say that all the time because I really do. I really appreciate you guys. My goal with this channel isn't to just climb in subscribers. I wouldn't be talking about such a vast array of content and under the name of Christ if I was just seeking subscribers. I am here to make impact, to serve, and to aid, and I genuinely do that from a place of love. So thank you. I will see you next time. If you'd like to follow my Instagram or my TikTok, go ahead. And if you're interested in coaching with me, check out my website, the usual, you know. Goodbye.